Hi everyone, we are Group 7 and today we will be presenting about our design thinking project with the theme of Digital Solution for ADHD. Our group members are Elia Kaisara, Teo Kaishen, Nur Shahada, and Budra. Let's begin by understanding what ADHD really is. ADHD is a neurodevelopment disorder, which means that the brain will have problems in growth and functions. It has been characterized into three parts. First is inattention, hyperactivity, and the last one is impulsivity. The people with ADHD will have problems in focusing on the task and sitting still for a long periods, as well as they have a problem of acting without thinking. These symptoms will start at their childhood, but also will continue in their adulthood. This will affect their area of life such as school, work, and relationships. Before we go deeper, we should know that ADHD is a chronic condition. This means that it doesn't simply go away. However, with the right support and strategies, people with ADHD can live very successful lives. ADHD has three major characteristics. First one is distractibility, and the second one is impulsivity, and the third one is hyperactivity. For distractibility, individuals will struggle to stay focused, making it hard to complete their tasks. They may easily get sidetracked even by small things. Second one is impulsivity. For these symptoms, they may act or speak without thinking. This can lead to rushing into decisions or interrupting others. Third one is hyperactivity. There is a constant urge to move. Sitting still for a long period will be comfortable or almost impossible. For ADHD, it has been divided into three types. First one is inattentive types. People mainly struggle with paying attention. They get distracted easily and forget tasks or details. Next is hyperactive impulsive type. These individuals are very active, restless, and impulsive. They may talk a lot or act quickly without thinking. Third one is combined type, which is the most common type. It includes symptoms of both inattentiveness and hyperactivity.
So now I will tell you some of the problems that inattentive ADHD type faces. The first one is the difficulty of paying attention to the details. They often make careless mistakes in schoolwork or tasks because they overlook small details. The second one is the trouble of maintaining focus. They usually easily lose concentration during lessons, conversations, or long reading. The next one is they always appear not to listen, and it may seem they are unresponsive when spoken to because their mind drifts away. And the next one is some of them does not follow instructions or finish tasks. And even when they start tasks, they struggle to complete them due to the distraction or forgetfulness. And not just that, inattentive ADHD type also face poor organization skills. They find it hard to organize schoolwork, tasks, or daily routines. And the next one, they avoid tasks requiring the mental effort, such as the homework, long assignments, and planning feel overwhelming. And they also frequently loses belongings, which means they misplaces items like books, papers, phones, and stationery easily. And lastly, some of them also easily distracted by unrelated things, such as small sounds, movements, or thoughts that will pull their attention away. Next, we move on to some of the problems the hyperactive ADHD type faces. The first one is the difficulty to sitting still. They always need to move, especially in situations requiring stillness. The second one is constant fidgeting. They always move their hands, feet, or body continuously without noticing. Other than that, some of them also frequently leave their seat. They get up often during class or activities when they are expected to stay seated. Not just that, they also talk excessively. They speak a lot and has trouble controlling when to stop. Also, some of them struggle with quiet activities, such as quiet reading, resting, or silent talks. They feel so challenged. Other than that, they always interrupt others. They cut in conversations because they struggle to wait for their turn. And also, They act or speak without thinking. The impulsive decisions or actions happen before they even considering the consequences. And lastly, they grabs or touches things impulsively. They quickly enter situations without caution. Sometimes they will even cause an accident.
For this part, I'm going to talk about the solution that we designed for ADHD. We wanted something simple, practical, and actually helpful for parents and children. So our idea is an ADHD support app that can identify the child's ADHD type and then give personalized tools based on their needs. To start, the app asks guardian a few short questions, nothing complicated, just basic behavior patterns. From there, the app can detect whether the child is more inattentive, more hyperactive, or has a combination of both. And once the app knows the type, it adjusts all its features accordingly. So every child gets the support that match the challenges, not just a generic solution for them. For the inattentive type, we focus on tools that help with focus, consistency, and organization. And one of the features is thought breaker. So instead of giving them one big thoughts that feel overwhelming, the app will break it into small, manageable steps. This can help the child to feel more confident and less stressed. Next, we have added visual reminder, and this pop up to remind the child about homework, tasks, or important routines, things that they often forget because their attention drift very easily. There's also distraction controls. When it's study time, the app blocks unnecessary notification or distracting app, so the child doesn't get pulled away every few seconds. Then, we have a focus timer, which is similar to the Pomodoro method. It helps the child stay on track with time sessions that are not too long, so it feels doable for them. And lastly, the app has auto activation when the user is inactive. So if the child suddenly slows down or stop engaging, the app will gently prompt them to continue. This way, they don't completely lose their momentum.
For hyperactive ADHD, the app will offer energy tracker, calming tools, and movement break when the user become restless and frequently switching screen. So how will the apps detect that? So the apps will detect by probably when the user themselves they frequently switching screen, because as we know they can't really focus for long time. So the app will track this and then will offer them with calming tools, or the user themselves can also connect these apps with smartwatch so that the smartwatch can detect movement. For example, they become restless and they move a lot, and then when the smartwatch detect this and then send to the apps will suggest calming tools and movement break, probably a reminder for them to break from moving a lot. And then for both type of ADHD, so to the people that have symptom of both type, the apps will offer both tools, and then it will switch to the right mode by automatic system detector on the phone. So it really depends on the situation. For lastly, practical tips for managing ADHD in daily life. So ADHD people requires continuous support and effective strategies to reduce daily challenges, especially from surrounding lah. And then for structured routine, help provide stability and improve focus. And also it is really important to setting reminders for them to support their memory and keep tasks on track, because they tend to forget about the tasks. And then it's also really important to breaking large tasks into smaller steps to make them easier to manage, because they, for example, hyperactive ADHD, they can't really focus By breaking into smaller steps, this will help them to improve focus. And also, because hyperactive ADHD type, they tend to move a lot, so this could be used to benefit them in terms of exercise, sport and hobbies. And it is also important to give them a strong support network. So the person that need to give it is family, friends, teacher or colleague, and also healthcare professional. Supportive relationship really does help maintain emotional well-being. So with all this proper guidance, this will ultimately help individuals to stay on track with professional help.
That is all from us. Thank you.